Hello everybody, my name is EXCEEDINGSHADOW and welcome to another top 10. But today, we're going to go 10 more. Today is top 20 characters I like to see in Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo Wii U DLC characters. So, top 20 DLC Super Smash Bros. Characters for Nintendo Wii U and 3DS. Predictions. So, number 20, I would like to see Chrono from a Chrono Trigger. Now Chrono, well, he's the main protagonist of the game. I could see a couple of movesets being used in the game, but you know, I probably won't say them because, well, I kind of hate when people say the movesets for their top 10s or 20s for Smash Bros. Characters because, well, it gives you the idea to not know what it could actually be other than the limitations of what you're saying. So I'm not going to say it. For all the other 19 other characters I'm in this list. So number 20 is Chrono from Chrono Trigger. He's only debuted in one game. He's ever appeared. There's only one game, and I'm hoping we'll get him from Smash Brothers. Number 19, Bandana Dee, which kind of looks like a Waddle Dee, but with the bandana on his head, and he has a spear. He was first debuted in Kirby's Return to Dreamland, and he's from the Kirby series, the Kirby franchise. And you know, there's only right now currently 3 characters in Smash Bros. That's from Kirby, which is Kirby himself, Meta Knight, and King Dedede. I would like to see Bandana Dee, but you know, it's kind of a stretch for him. He is Nintendo brand, you know, first party, so it's more likely to get in there more than Chrono, because he's third party, but you never know. So number 18 is Black Shadow from F-Zero, I believe GX or X, from one of those two or something. So he's from the F-Zero franchise, and he's basically the main antagonist of the game. Of course, there's Samurai Goro, which I would like to see playable in Smash, but the thing is, he's already assist characters, and I really doubt that assist characters are going to be making it into the, you know, the roster of Smash Bros. Because, well, here's a spoiler alert. This list will not contain any assist characters that's, you know, already in there, or any obscure fucking characters that for sure not going to be in there, like Shrek, Goku, and Master Chief and stuff like that. I mean, Master Chief has more of an opportunity, but I'm not really seeing Master Chief in there because, I mean, it's way unlikely. Like Kratos as well. So anyways, yeah, Black Shadow, we need more villains in the Smash Bros. Universe because, well, I think there's only realistically, I think there's 4 characters in Smash Bros. That's 4 evil villains. Maybe 5, I don't know, I might be wrong with that. But I feel like we need even more. I know in the last game we said we needed more girls. They bumped up the girls. But I feel like we need more villains now. So, Black Shadow is number 18. Number 17 is, I know, I'm on my paper, Prince Fluff from Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Kirby's Epic Yarn. Now, if you don't already know, Kirby's Epic Yarn was supposed to be a standalone game starring Prince Fluff, but then they're like, no, it's put into a Kirby game. So, Prince Fluff has his own storyline, but yet Nintendo was afraid that wasn't going to sell. So they might have been right about that, but Prince Fluff is his own character. I would like to see Prince Fluff in the game. I mean, he could do things that, you know, that Yarn can do. I mean, yeah, there's Yarn Yoshi, but I don't think we're gonna get Yarn Yoshi, honestly, because, well, Yoshi's already in the game. And I know you're gonna be saying, but Shadow, Dark Pit, and Lucania, and Dr. Mario, and who knows who else is in there is basically a fucking clone. So why not get Yarn Yoshi? That's a good, you know, comeback. But the thing is, Prince Fluff is already a Yarn character, and he's not already a character in Smash. And plus, well, he was the first person that was in Yarn. So I see more of Prince Fluff being in Smash, but not Yarn Yoshi. But hey, that's just my opinion. So for the Kirby franchise, by the way. So the next one, number 16, this one's a third-party character, just like Chrono from number 20. Kilonoa. Now, Kilonoa half of his games has been on the Nintendo, Nintendo consoles and handhelds, while the other half has been on, well, Sony. But Kilonoa has a big reference to Pac-Man, which is basically on his forehead, his hat, and I would like to see Kilonoa, in Smash. I mean, a lot of people probably would. I mean, I remember there was this picture somewhere on the internet. I don't think I have it anymore. That's why I'm using some other picture on screen right now. That shows Kilonoa if he was already in Smash, which looks really freaking nice. I would say look it up on the internet. Go to Kilonoa Super Smash Brothers or something like that in Google Images, and then bam, you might see it. Well, I'm hoping, but it looks really nice, and it makes you feel like, yes, I would like to see Kilonoa in Smash. Big hopes for Kilonoa, but that's the second third-party character so far in this list. So there's more. Haha. Alright, next, for number 15, this character, Inkling, she is so brand new that her game's not even out yet. But during the time that the game is coming out, I feel like she can actually be in Smash. Now, here's one of the reasons. They're promoting the shit out of this game. They're making it feel like it's a AAA game from Nintendo, which it most likely might be now. When the game launches, we don't know if it'll be bad or be good, or a lot of people's going to buy it or not. So, but the gameplay looks amazing. I mean, I don't know why, it makes you think of the Blob, and of course, like some multiplayer shooting-like games, and then I don't know why Jet Set Radio comes to mind, but it makes you think of that, and it looks so, I don't know, non-Nintendo for a Nintendo game. It looks amazing. I don't know, it screams more Sega to me, but it looks amazing. I for sure like to give this new character a shot. I would like to learn more about her. Of course, we're about to get the game sometime this year. In 2015, Splatoon. So I would like to try her out. Of course, she can turn into a squid. That'd be one of the cool abilities. I know I'm not supposed to talk about the powers, but I mean, like, I know she could do that from just the game itself. So, of course, she has that gun. So I see a lot of possibilities for this character. So I would like to see Inkling in Smash for Wii U and 3DS, and I'd like to know more about her. So, number 14. Captain Toad. Now, Captain Toad, his game released back in November of 2014, or it could be October. It feels more like November. Captain Toad, we kind of know that there's already a Toad being used in Smash Bros. For Peach's standard special attack or B, but Captain Toad is basically a different Toad than that Toad. So I like to see Captain Toad in Smash. I mean, I could see probably a bunch of ways being used up by that stupid backpack of his, and then maybe the flashlight, I don't know. Like, Nintendo seems to do great ways of trying to make movesets for these characters in general that have mostly nothing. Look at Pac-Man, he has shit, and they made his moveset out of something. It's like, damn. So I don't know. I see expectations. Of course, he might have problems jumping because that's why he has his backpack. But hey, I mean, you never really know. He might be another Little Mac that just can't jump. He can jump to an extent, but not too much or too high. And maybe he has something in that backpack and launch him back in there or something. I don't know. So, lots of possibilities for Captain Toad, but I'm still seeing more into Inkling in the last century. Alright, so let's see, we just did sorry, hold on. We just did number, alright, go. Sorry. So number 13, I know we already have a lot of Marios and Pokemons in there, and quite a bit of Zeldas and Fire Emblem characters. But if we're gonna throw in one more Pokemon, I would like to see Sceptile. The one you're seeing right now on screen is Mega Sceptile. It's just because he looks badass too. I mean, I don't fucking care. Mega Sceptile looks even cooler in my opinion, but whatever. Looks like a Christmas tree, but hey. just Sceptile alone, I like to see Sceptile in Smash because, well, we got Charizard and Greninja. That's a water and fire starter. And then we already got Electric, a freaking fairy normal type. We got a Psychic. We got a Fighting Steel Pokemon, I think that's the card is. So, I would like to see Sceptile. He is straight up Grass type. I think he might be something else. I mean, yeah, we got Dragon from Charizard, but I think he might be Dragon. I don't know that. Don't quote me on that, but I know for a fact he's Grass. I like to see a Grass type starter in there, and I can't say Superior because Snively's already in there. Now, I mean, Snivy, yeah, is Evolution brand of it, whatever brand, Evolution Chain. We can still see Superior in there, but most likely I like to see Sceptile in there because he's more able to fight, as I could say. I mean, I could see more ways of him being used in probably Ivysaur or Venusaur. I mean, whatever. Ivysaur I'd like to see back in, but still, Sceptile, if we were replacing a Grass type from the Pokemon Trainer from Brawl, I would like to see Sceptile no matter what. All the other entries, they might work, but Sceptile will probably be much better. But a lot of you might be saying Sceptile basically will be almost kind of a clone to Greninja. That might be true, but I could see different ways being used for Greninja, for Sceptile. But you know, it's Sceptile or back to Ivysaur. That's my thing. But the thing is, they won't bring back Ivysaur because we need Squirtle too. But that's not gonna work either. So, Sceptile, you are my man. You need to come back, or you need to come back. You need to come in Smash. Sorry. So, yeah, Sceptile. Plus, we already know his final Smash would be Mega Sceptile, so no freaking hiding that. If he ever was in. Number 12. Number 12. Okay. Number 12 is Dixie Kong. Number 12 is Dixie Kong. Now, this is probably a freaking obvious choice. I mean, for the Donkey Kong family, we got Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. That's all that's representing Donkey Kong franchise. That's it. So, I would like to see Dixie Kong in Smash because, well, you know, we get the whole Kong family other than Cranky. Like, okay, realistically, I thought about adding Cranky to this list, but the thing is, Cranky is probably not as well asked for as probably Dixie Kong, in my opinion. And if people are asking for Cranky more than Dixie, they'll most likely just want Cranky because, well, he'd be more of a, we actually got him in kind of thing, or something like that, I don't know. And Dixie Kong, I can see more being used to, I know she has that guitar, she has her hair being like basically like a banana, she can fly, she can probably do same kind of shit as Diddy and Donkey. You know, Diddy's more faster and shit. I don't know how fast Dixie Kong is, I don't. She could be like the normal kind of monkey or something. Like Diddy's faster and then Donkey Kong's slower, and she could be the middle of that. I don't know. But it'd be interesting to see her in Smash, not gonna lie. So, if it's not gonna be her, I'd rather say another Donkey Kong character, but the next Donkey Kong character in the list will be later down the line. So, hey, look out for that. So, the next character after Dixie Kong for number 11 is Impa. Impa. Said that really weird. Impa from, well, I'm not too sure which Impa we were all going to be asking for. Now, the Impa a lot of people might be asking for the most might be from Hyrule Warriors, but that game is, well, I'm not saying it's brand new, like way too brand new, but I mean, sorry, it's just that a lot of people are most likely going to be like, oh, Impa from Ocarina of Time, and possibly Skyward Sword or something like that. I get that, but I would most likely take Ocarina of Time and like a mixture of Hyrule Warriors or something. Like, I would like a mixture of that, including Skyward Sword. So just mix all those three Impas into one. But if the costume outfit has to work in her favor, I want to say Ocarina of Time Impa or Hyrule Warriors Impa, because it's two Impas we know the most. Skyward Sword Impa looks, I gotta say, pretty stupid. I mean, not even great. So I gotta say, which one of the two, Hyrule Warriors Impa or Ocarina of Time Impa. Now, I know I said there's probably somewhat amount too much of Zelda characters. Now, I would have put in Midna and Skull Kid, but once again, what I said before for friggin' the Samurai Goro for Black Shadow, they're assist characters already. They're already assist characters, so I can't add them in. If they weren't assist characters, I would for sure put in Skull Kid somewhere in this list. I'm not even gonna lie. Skull Kid would have been in this list if he wasn't already assist character. Minda will probably be almost the same length as Skull Kid. To me, those two probably feel better in my opinion than adding Impa, but if I'm wanting to add another Zelda character other than those two, it would have to be Impa whatsoever. I mean, yeah, there's Darmani, but I mean, I'm not gonna add the fucking Bug Princess either, but you know, I'm just gonna add one of those three, and Impa's the only one that's not in there, so yeah, so that's number 11. So number 10 is Wonder Red from the Wonderful 101. He only has one game. That's kind of really it. Nothing really special. I mean, I guess he's from the Wonderful franchise. I don't even know what it's called. If we get Wonder Red, and I know a lot of people are asking for this other character, I would like to see in there too, but I mean, if we're getting one into the other, I'd rather get whichever one probably works for Nintendo best. Vita Joe. But if it was Vita Joe or Wonder Red, and Nintendo had to decide off Capcom or their own freaking franchise they could put in with no ease, I would say Wonder Red. Even though I know Vita Joe more and longer, and I feel more comfortable with him, most likely, but Wonder Red is probably going to be their version of Vita Joe if it ever really happens. I mean, Wonder Red does not have, like, cut, time out, fast forward, slow down, action, stuff like that, you know, like what Vita Joe stuff does. But Wonder Red, I could see that he could be like Vita Joe, but, you know, not as fast or something. I don't know how fast he actually is. I mean, I have the game, but I haven't really played it through, but Wonder Red is one of those characters I would like to see in Smash, but don't make him like Vita Joe. Make him his own kind of character with some Vita Joe like, you know, powers or aspects. So Wonder Red from the Wonderful 101, exclusively for the Wii U. All right. So Wonder Red. All right, number 9. Number 9. Number 9 is Isaac. Isaac from Golden Sun, the Golden Sun franchise. So, if I'm correct, Golden Sun's only made 3 games, which is Golden Sun, The Lost Age, and Golden Sun, Dusk Dawn, or something like that. I own all of them except for Lost Age, but what I played of Dusk Dawn and the first one, original, Golden Sun, I really liked it. Isaac is actually really cool. It's an RPG game. I mean, I've been asking since Brawl to add in Isaac to Smash. I mean, if Nintendo really wants to boost up the sales for Golden Sun, and it's one of an RPG franchise that they feel really comfortable with, just like they did with Fire Emblem from Melee, I say go ahead. There is most likely no reason to put him in Smash. I mean, he has a sword. He has that power, that hand power thing. You saw him as assist character for Brawl, which kind of pissed me off. I'd rather have him as a freaking playable character. He looks nice and awesome. I would really like to see him as a playable character because, well, I know a lot of people are asking for him. Probably like the diehard, like, oh my god, I play Call of Duty and stuff. Who is he? I don't know. But I mean, diehard Nintendo fans most likely knows who Isaac is. So, yeah, I mean, I can't really say much of, but add Isaac to Smash. Number 9. Alright, number 8. So, this is a third-party character, and they kind of teased us, not even them, somebody teased us that this guy could have been in Smash, but it was a fake announcement. It was rumored, it was fake, we all kind of bought into it because it looked so real when I saw it. Rayman. I would like to see Rayman in Smash. Rayman has made a good chunk of games, I gotta say, like at least 10 or so. At least 10. Most like half of his games has been on Nintendo, and the other half has been mostly on, Sony and or all platforms. Rayman, we all know he's by Ubisoft, and I just think he'll be an excellent addition to Smash. Because it's fucking Rayman, man. I mean, what the fuck can I say about it? So, about a month or two ago, this guy called Smashified or something. We didn't know his name was called Smashified. They just put it onto NeoGAF or Reddit or 4chan. I forget which one of the three. And it looks so real. I mean, it looks so fucking real. This making on Rayman to Smash looks so fucking real. I mean, he added it to the character roster, which looks so amazing. It's like, what the fuck? So it looks so freaking real. I believed it, and then 2 days later, I was like, they showed us how he made it, and I was like, damn, I believed it. It looks so freaking real. So I was pumped up when I thought he was, but he really wasn't. But Nintendo, you can still make it happen. I mean, this guy has made already the character model. I mean, you already got a trophy in there. I mean, there's really not much hiding for it. Why just put it in? Just put him in. I mean, Ubisoft has already give you the trophy into Smash. There is no possible way you cannot put him in Smash. So, if it's the same way as adding Lucas Trophy into Smash, and I released a new thing with Mewtwo, and we getting them too anyways as DLC characters, I say put him in. I mean, there's no way you cannot put him in from having a trophy and not put him in. I mean, you have all rights to do so. I mean, you don't have all rights. You have to ask permission, but still, you can. So, put Rayman in. So, I can see ideas right there. So, I got excited. Anyways, the next entry is another third-party character. Now, it's third-party, but all her games, except for maybe one, I believe. No, that's a lie. All her games has been on Nintendo consoles, but it's a third-party character. Shante. Shante was first premiered on the game called Shante for the Game Boy Color. And it's been a very long time since, we've seen Shante in action. I mean, from that point on to now, we are now seeing more Shante-related stuff. We just got the Pirate's Curse, and now we're going to be waiting for Half Genie Hero. And beforehand, they added it to the eShop for 3DS for Shante, the first one for the Game Boy Color, which we could all play it. And before that, the DSi had Shante Risky's Revenge. And we're all hooked to Shante right now. So, Nintendo, I say you gotta add Shante to Smash. I mean, Way Forward is trying their best to promote Shante, but not like everyone knows what it is. But Nintendo, if you helped them out, they'll be to your side about whatever you're gonna do next. So, and Way Forward's a great developers. I mean, they make great games. A lot of the games, they have to make for other company, like Contra 4 and DuckTales Remastered, but they make great games. So I say add Shante. I mean, she's a genie, she's also human, she could just do this shit. I mean, she has the possibility to be in there. So I say 100% add her in. Alright, next one, number 6. Now he's another third-party character. Now this one's most likely from my fan base. A lot of people knows I go crazy over this franchise for whatever it is. There's a big community just for this franchise alone on the internet. Same with Legend of Zelda, Mario, Sonic, Pokemon, etc. But this one's not, Sega or Nintendo. This one's from Square Enix, and this one is Sora from Kingdom Hearts. First premiered, on Kingdom Hearts back in 2001 or 2, I forget. And he was an instant phenomenal, character that everyone can probably relate to, or even the game was awesome. Okay, half of this Kingdom Hearts games has been released for Nintendo consoles, but mostly the handhelds. The main Kingdom Hearts games, yes, has been released for Sony. We get that. But But Square Enix, I know I already put in Chrono into the list. He is from Square Enix too. But in my personal opinion, I would love to see Sora more than Chrono. Chrono feels like he's more maybe able to get in because he's a more veteran character. But for me, Sora, he's more of a not a veteran, but more of a well-known, more better character that we all know more because he has more games and the storyline's been spread out through about all of them, and we just know him better. So it's kind of hard. Me, I put him up higher because I would like to see him more than Chrono. Probably people want to see Chrono more than Sora. Now, there's me spoiler alerts. I did not enter Cloud in the list. That would be too damn obvious. Cloud has never ever even been in a Nintendo game. That's not a cameo. I mean, actually starred in or was a side character in or something. So I believe it's either Sora or Chrono that has to be in Smash by Square Enix. It has to be them two. Just one of them two. That's all I'm saying. Just one of them two. So, you know what? Tell me in the comments below. Who do you think it should be in Smash? It should be Sora or Chrono more. Tell me. Hashtag that shit. Sora versus Chrono. Hashtag it. Next, next on the list, that was number what? 6? Yeah, number 6. Number 5 would be the other Kong related thing I was going to talk to you about when I was talking about Dixie Kong. King K. Rule. King K. Rule, I feel like he should deserve to be more into Smash than Dixie Kong. Yes, I would like to see Dixie Kong in Smash regardlessly, but I feel like King K. Rule would be probably a better fit to be in there. Now, here's my reason. So, King K. Rule, he's a villain. We don't have many villains in Smash. We don't. That's why I said the same thing about Black Shadow for the F-Zero franchise. We need more villains in there. And King K. Rule is one of those main villains we know by Nintendo, but it's mostly a rare IP. But the thing is, if you go that way to go, if you're saying like down that road, saying, oh, it's a rare IP, but the thing is, we got Kremlings in Smash Bros. For the 3DS under Smash Run. So, it's not impossible, but we can still get King K. Rule. If you're saying it like, oh, you know, rare made King K. Rule and shit like that. Whatever, I don't know. I don't actually know who owns the rights of that, but realistically, King K. Rule is more likely to be in Smash. More likely to be in Smash than probably Dixie Kong. So, either one of them two, Dixie Kong or King K. Rule, has to be in Smash. So, once again, hashtag that shit in the comments below. Either King K. Rule versus Dixie Kong. Hashtag it, and then after you hashtag it, tell me the actual person you want in there. Dixie Kong or King K. Rule. Or just say the fucking person's name. King K. Rule or Dixie Kong. Same with Sora and Chrono. Just straight up tell me who do you want more. I mean, we haven't seen King K. Rule since the remake of Donkey Kong Country on the Game Boy Advance. And that's a remake. The last time we actually saw King K. Rule, I believe it was in Donkey Kong Country 2? I believe? I'm not sure if he was in the third one. But we need to see him back. That's all. We need to see him back. I mean, no, I know he wasn't in Tropical Freeze or Returns, but we need to see him back. So, alright, after him, King K. Rule. Number 4. I feel this character has been in obscurity for a while. He feels like one of these characters, in my opinion. He feels like an obscure character that people might know, but then people don't know. He's kind of like Andy from Advance Wars. He's kind of like Fossil Hero from Fossil Fighters, you know. And then he kind of like Starfy's well known, but I mean better, I should say. This little thing I'm talking about. This little guy. His name is Chibi Robo. Number 4 is Chibi Robo. Chibi Robo premiered in the game called, well, Chibi Robo for the Nintendo GameCube back in, I actually don't know the year. But Chibi Robo, he's actually pretty awesome. I mean, he has an adorable, lovable, cleaning, you could beat him up, or he could beat you up, kind of robot. It just looks awesome. So, I mean, he could take shit out of his head. He can get like a toothbrush or fucking scissors or fucking anything. I mean, he has a plug too. So, who knows what he could do with that plug. I mean, there's a bunch of possibilities you could do with it. I'm not going to say exactly what it was back when I was talking about Chrono. But I believe Chibi Robo most likely could be in Smash more than the other two I just said, Andy and Fossil Hero, and also the Chorus Kids and Harmonite. I mean, those characters are, you know, known, but not as well known. Say it's like Chibi Robo is not as well known, but I feel like if anyone is going to enter that, it might be Harmonite, but I don't know him that well. He's only had one game, but Chibi Robo has had 3 games. Chorus Kids, I think they only had 1 or 2 games. So it's about the same as Chibi Robo, but Chibi Robo's been around longer than Rhythm Heaven franchise. So I want to say Chibi Robo. So I want to say that. I mean, I know a lot of people were saying, well, Shadow, you can't go by who's been here longer. I mean, look at Lucania and Robin and Greninja. They entered and they're like brand new characters. And with Dark Pit and such. And Shulk. And I'm like, I know that, but the thing is, I don't know how Nintendo works. Realistically, in my head, I feel like more of the veteran kind of characters should most likely be in, or that's somewhat well known, or has had more success other than, well, no offense, I like seeing the character in there, Duck Hunt, but we only know him by 1 game. But I like, well, you know, keep Duck Hunt in. So I mean, other than Chibi Robo, for sure I would like to see Ice Climbers come back into Smash, but you know they had their difficulties saying what was the reason for cutting Ice Climbers in there, but you know, maybe one day we'll get him back in Smash. Maybe DLC, maybe they'll fix it by now, who knows. So, yeah. The next one, it's another robot-like person, I think. The third one is Roboman. Who the fuck is Roboman? Bomberman. Bomberman is another third-party character I would like to see in Smash. Now, when they announced Pac-Man and Mega Man, when we got Sonic still, and you know, of course, Mario, we were like, oh my god, we have like 4 of like one of the main video game characters of all time in one game. It's like the most epic moment ever. Hudson, which has their mascot, Bomberman, and I feel like Bomberman could be in Smash because of his mascot alone. If they have problems figuring out movesets for Bomberman, which they shouldn't, they can do the same way they did with Pac-Man. Like use Hudson related attacks or something. I don't know. It will be interesting to see. Plus Hudson, I think they're out of business or something right now. I don't remember right now. But Hudson has more of a, they have nothing to lose at this minute. They have nothing to lose. I feel like Bomberman can be in there and life can go on. I mean, Bomberman is iconic. We know who Bomberman is. So I feel like Bomberman can get in there. I mean, a lot of people might be saying, well, what Shadow? What about Frogger? Okay, that's great. What about Frogger? I mean, I like to see Frogger. No, not gonna lie. But I feel like I want to see Bomberman more. And plus, the last person we got from Konami, because Frogger's from Konami, is Metal Snake. You know, Solid Snake. But we don't know if he's gonna come back or not. I wasn't gonna put Solid Snake back into this list, but I have no idea if he actually is coming back. I really don't know. These are for newcomers only, I should say. So no assist characters, newcomers only, and not veterans or returning characters. So no Ice Climbers, I should say. No Wolf, no Pichu, no Roy. You know, no Solid Snake. So these are only characters I feel like they should be back in no matter what. or not be back in, just into Smash no matter what. So the next character, oh yeah, Bomberman, he was first premiered in like the NES days, and I can't even tell you the first game. Of course, it might have been Bomberman, but I know Bomberman 2 on the NES. So, anyways, the next character is number 2 is Crystal from Star Fox series. She first appeared in Star Fox Adventures, which again is another rare IP. But the thing is, when Rare was making that, Nintendo still got the rights to have Crystal, and they put him in. To put her in Star Fox Assault. So, and then the after game of that sequel, Command. So I'm guessing Crystal is able to be in Smash. Now we are wanting another Star Fox character, not being Wolf, not another clone of like Falco and Fox having fire and then reflecting and landmasters. We want like a new damn character, okay? We do not want another fucking clone. 3 clones? No. So I like to see Crystal in there. She has powers like fucking talk dinosaurs and shit. She has a fucking gun. She can fucking have a staff. She has a bunch of shit. Crystal is way up there that I feel like she could be in Smash more than a lot of the other characters I already announced, like Wonder Red and fucking Shante and even Black Shadow and Prince Fluff and Bandana Dee and Bandana Dee and such. So I feel like she has a better chance to be in there than most likely anybody else. Like we need, well, I don't want to say we need another girl, but if we want another Star Fox representative, I feel like Crystal will probably be a good person to be entered, just like Chibi Robo and a couple other people I already said, like Isaac. So, yeah, the very last character I would like to see in Smash. Now, this one's a third-party character. The very last one's a third-party character. And don't worry. It's not fucking Goku or Shrek or Halo or Master Chief or Kratos or some bullshit fucking answer. This one's more realistic. So, this character debuted. Once I say the console, everyone already knows what it's going to be. The Nintendo 64. He's made 2 games on the Nintendo 64. It was by Rare, not anyone would knowing growing up in the 90s what the fuck Banjo and Kazooie is, because it's Banjo Kazooie. Banjo Kazooie. If you don't know what the fuck Banjo Kazooie is, like, you didn't have a childhood. You did not. It was one of the best selling games on the Nintendo 64. Everyone went shit for it. We all know what Banjo Kazooie was. We all know who they are. We know what they do. We know what kind of game it was. If you never played it, you know what it was. Banjo Kazooie is probably one of the most asked for third-party characters next to like Mega Man and shit back then to be in Smash ever. Like one of the most ones. Of course, Banjo and Kazooie. I want to see them in Smash. Funny thing is, 3 days ago, they announced that Phil Spencer from Microsoft said that they would love to see Banjo in Smash if Nintendo will be cool with it. There's no worries with them even licensing it. There's no worries because they worked with rare IPs before. So they're still currently working on some rare IPs. They just have to get permission for Microsoft all the time. So there is no reason to not put him in. There is no reason. If we're doing the whole rare IP shit, we can get for sure Dixie and maybe Kiki Rule, for sure Kiki Rule. I mean, we can get Bomberman. We can get all these bullshit people. I mean, I like all these people. But Banjo Kazooie is probably one of the best representatives that Microsoft can even possibly put into Smash. And if they know that we want him in Smash, and they know, we can make it happen. We can make it happen, guys. That's all we're going to be saying. We can make this happen. Every other entry I talked about, from Inkling, Captain Toad, Prince Fluff, Chrono, Black Shadow, Kilonoa, Impa, Shante, Kiki Rule, Bomberman, Crystals, Chibi Robo, Raymond. I mean, Sceptile. I don't know what else. Right now, we can get Banjo in there. I feel like we can get Banjo in there. So, Shadow Knights, I want you all to click on the link below. There will be a link in the description below. Go into the Smash Brothers voting poll to tell them who do you want to see in Super Smash Brothers DLC characters in upcoming months, years. I don't know how long. Who do you want in there? I've not voted myself yet. These 20 people are hard enough to vote for. I don't know if it's only one vote per, I don't know, IP or email or per day, per week, per month. I don't know. But I feel like any of these 20 people that I just said has a good chance of being in Super Smash Brothers. A good chance. Including some of the other people I know that's people want to put in there. Like, here's a couple honorable mentions. We got Shovel Knight, Paper Mario, Lena, Andy, Tails, Phoenix Wright, Professor Layton, Chorus Kids, Harmony Knight, and just many more. I mean, a lot of these people can be in Smash. Some of the third-party characters I said might not actually be in Smash, but Banjo Kazooie is one of the most ones I can see in there. I can see him in there. So that's my list. That's my top 20 Super Smash Brothers DLC characters I would like to see in Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo 3DS and Wii U. So my name is EXCEEDINGSHADOW. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys all for the next top 10, which I don't know what's going to be, but hey, it'll be a thing. So once again, everybody, or top 10, top 20. So once again, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all for the next one, alright? Deuces! Go vote now. Go vote now. As long as you can. Bye.